walked in the main entry into the arena. There'll be a set of bank of doors there, and this is the main entry for the public. We're into the grand lobby, is what they call this. There's the open area is what they really went for on the design. You can see there, this upper floor, the upper concourse. You'll have a balcony rail there where those folks can look down on the inset floor. Here's the suite level. They also have a balcony rail where they can look down on us. So you have these situations all the way around the bowl of the openings where everybody can kind of look down on each other. Straight ahead is the ramp, what they call the grand ramp. That's the start of it. It goes up, it turns, and this is it. It is handicap accessible. There's the flat areas in it. The other access, one of the other access, you're looking straight ahead at the zigzaggedy decking there. That's the grand stairs. It again goes up to the upper concourse. So from this level, there's several ways to get to where you want to go. You got the grand ramp, the grand stairs. You have 4 stair towers, which we're going to walk up one of them to get up there. You have 4 elevators, 4 escalators. So lots of options to get to where you want to go to different levels. This level, which is called the main concourse level, was upgraded. It was a exposed floor. Now it's all going to be terrazzo from one of our founders. It's named out there on the sign. It's donated, and so we're upgrading it. The grand ramp and the stairs will all be terrazzo. And as we go up, we'll end up here at this level. You'll be able to see out the icon wall, which the whole building was designed around the icon wall. That's the big glass wall you see up here. It looks over downtown. Okay, this is what you can't see driving down the road. So, you know, you keep looking at the outside, you know, but it's a massive, massive building. A few points that we're doing right now. This is the ice floor is under construction now. That's actually the cooling pipe. Just miles and miles of loose. The ice rink. We'll replace that concrete here in a couple of weeks. It is a contractor out of Canada, you know, Simcoe, which does ice floors all over the United States. They're really good at it. They've done several here in the state of Oklahoma. Structure, one thing that's kind of I always point out, the roof structure. If you look right up above us, this is what they call a box truss. There's 2 of them that support this whole roof, and you'll notice that they clear span from that side to this side. That truss is 320 foot long, so you're looking at over a football field long up there in the air. In the center of the truss, it's over 3 stories tall, 33 foot tall, right in the center of the structure. From the event floor, we're about 92 foot up to the bottom of that truss, so you have a clear span of 92 foot. All arenas are measured by attendances, and that configuration is always around a center stage concert, which is the way you can get the most people in here. If you picture the center stage concert stage in the center here, we're at 18,000 and some change.
How big is the Ford Center?
20,000. But these seats are bigger. They really are. They've learned from some of the experiences of the Ford Center and the cup holder issue and that it's more beneficial to have a little wider seat and a little less seats than to get them all crammed in. Actually, this building, though, is about 25,000 square foot bigger than the Ford Center, even though it has 1,000 less seats. If you guys remember driving down the road, while we were doing the roof, you used to see all the cranes sticking out of the top of the building. Well, we always get asked, how do you get those cranes out of here? You know, here we built this thing all the way around. Well, what we actually do is we make all of our major picks. We take that crane and it backs up into a corner. We intentionally left out some of this lower precast to have a little more staging room. It backs into a corner, lowers his boom down, and we tear that crane down into pieces, put it on a truck, and drive it right out that door, right over there. So if you can legally drive down the streets of Tulsa, you can drive inside that bowl right there. That goes out, there's a ramp that goes out onto the pack that goes out to First Street. They'll have a set, there's actually a set of bleachers that will span across that for additional seating, but it's removable to get the elements in. The arena, this particular arena, is built in half a hole, just simply because of the lay of the land. That back over here, you're underground, but if you walk out, go out here, you come out on street level at First Street, because 3rd Street is so much higher. Which was a big benefit in constructing it. It's a lot easier than a one that's fully in a hole where you have that color. Now the ductwork, we just walked by a whole bunch of unpainted. It's actually painted to match the steel, but we do that here on site. The deck stays that color. There's
insulation on that deck?
It's an insulated deck on top of it. Yes. What we'll have is what they call lapidaries, a system that will be, it's a curtain system that hangs down, drapes down in between all of these. It's not put up there to conceal the deck. It's put up there for acoustical reasons. But it'll hide 80% of that. But when they have the lights on and shining down, there's nothing to see anyway. It's just a glare up there from the bottom of the steel up. The arena, the most popular setup is an end stage. Being that end is where the stage, but it's more back of house where the entertainers can get in and out. The next level up is our suite levels, and you have suites down each side. Right here on this end is what they call the loge boxes. And so it's designed where all of these are facing that end for the end stage setup. Okay, so we're going to go right out here and go up the stair tower one floor to the suite level. The suites went for I think it was $40,000, $50,000, and $60,000. My figures is right. They were 5-year minimum leases on them. We sold them all in I think it was 3 weeks. They were all gone.
What is that entitled to?
Okay, and Ben may duplicate some of this when you see the suite up there, but you get 12 tickets. There'll be 12 seats down here. 3, 4, 4, and 4. Okay, that entitles you get 12 tickets to everything that comes to this arena. So, the dollars sound high in one way, but when you look at all of the events, and of course, you've got the hockey team and the arena football's coming over, so you've got all of their home games, and then every concert that comes here. You also have options to buy 4 more tickets, individual tickets to individual events. There's 4 seats right up here at this, or bar stools up here at this spring bar. You are open to your neighbors. You've got the little pony walls to keep you separate. If you want the privacy, you come back inside your suite. Back in here, there is furniture, and you'll see the layout up there. It's got a table and chairs and big screen and ice box, and everything is set up. It's got a buffet bar that if you call ahead and order a buffet, it'll have it set there when you get there. Any different level of buffet you'd like. So it's pretty neat. Of course,
this is the highest level seating.
Yes. Premium.
All,
these are the loge boxes that I was telling you about. They seat 4 people per box. You have a little table in front. You do have a little refrigerator and stuff behind you. It's the next best thing to a suite. When you're
one down and one up.
Yeah, one down there and one up here. 2 levels. Suite level, like I mentioned before, you have your own entry into the building. You have your own elevator up to this floor. You cannot, it's a real restricted floor. You cannot get up here without the right credentials. You have to go through security to even get here. You have to show your deal. You do have 4 passes. If you've got a buddy or something that's somewhere in the building, you can give him a pass and he can come up here to your suite. Again, using your 4 chairs. That doesn't cost them anything, so if they're already in the building. Like I said, the suites, I believe, sold in about 3 weeks. The loge boxes sold in a week. We sold the club seats, which tickets are on that side, down on this lower level right in the center. There was 692 of them, and they went in 2 days. And these tickets were from $1,700 to $2,000 a seat. Now those, you do not get tickets to every event. What comes with those is the season tickets to the two teams. Then you have first option for every concert. If you do not take that option, they will sell your seat for that concert. Okay, so now you're looking out through the icon wall, and you can imagine once this thing is finished and the pretties and the lights on, and it's going to really be something. This wall, all the walls in the whole building are radius. They're all different radiuses, none of them alike. The icon wall, plus being radius, leans back 5 degrees. The main structure leans back 10 degrees. I told the design team early on, I was involved with the project early during the design and kept seeing all these schematics and drawings. I said, well, I know one thing. I can make a mistake on this building and you guys will never know it. There ain't nothing lines up nowhere.
So when you have a tornado or anything, what's this windows rated for? F5, F3?
Well, I don't know about F-wise, but they're built. The code demands you to design your building to 90-mile-an-hour winds. This one's 100. It went one step up. So, but I would suggest if any kind of tornado comes, you go to the lower level. You're in good shape right below us down here on the bottom. The stainless steel panels, there's approximately 25,000 of them on the building. We've got about 3,000 of them installed right now. The crew that's been working on that, or the folks that've been working on it, concentrating on the enclosure, which we're dried in without those shingles. So then they fall back, and now they're fixing to gang it up and go with it. I wanted everybody to see this. Now the seats go clean up to the wall up above us. That's the highest level of seat. Every floor, every look is different. I mean, it really gives you a different look. But you can also see that there is no bad seat in the house either, as far as looking on the arena floor. Now in a few months, this thing, come September, and the operator on the day will be planned, and this place will be a rocking and a rolling for several of them. The grand opening is still a top secret. They won't tell us. They won't even tell me. They don't tell nobody. Because you just make sure you're ready no matter who it is. And I know that they're planning on a whole series of events. For the night shift allows us to adjust, maintain our schedule. You can only do so much in the daytime. You got places you can only get so many people. But if you add another shift, you're not losing. You're not losing any time, and you can put that many more if you have to at the same time. Our night shift is not going to get to that big, but we do, expect between 100 and 200 night as we ramp up. Finishing market.
When do you think this place will be talking about? We're doing those previous tours and finish off the feedback.
Well, yeah, we're doing a lot of that now. You don't have to be 100% loaded up on that. You got to be dry. And here we make the heat. See all of those are suites right there. That's a whole bank of suites. All we done was between the suites. We've got temporary heat pipe in there. We've done that a month ago. Now those suites are actually in the finished stages of paint and texture and stuff, ready for the millwork to come